Welcome back to my channel. This video is just going to show you how I maintain my wash and go during the week. Say if I wash my hair on Saturday, my hair does last and look really good for my next wash day on the following Saturday. So Saturday to Saturday is about 7 days. 8 days if you want to be technical. I'm that technical person, so I'm going to call it 8 days. Basically at nighttime, I just take this elastic silk band and I place it on my head until it gets like down to my neck, and I just smooth it up. As you can see in the video, just gonna put it over my big old head and smooth it up so that all of my curls are literally sitting on the top of my head in the shape of a pineapple. You can get this band from Target. Another YouTuber, Taryn Guy, she's really well known if you don't know her. She has one that's, I thought this was gonna be the one that she has, but hers is a lot wider right here so that it covers basically from the nape of her neck all the way to almost the tip of where her curls are in her pineapple. And that's what I was looking for, so I don't have to keep putting a hair tie on my hair or anything I would normally use to hold a ponytail. When I opened it, I was really disappointed, but it serves its purpose, so I kept it. Every one of these, if you're tired of using a hair tie like me. Then after I have that on top of my head, I have this huge silk scarf. It has a Picasso painting on it that I forever borrowed from my mom when I was living with her. Basically like how our moms used to do when they used to put those bandanas on our head that we hated. You take one of the corners and you fold it over just a little bit, so about right here. And this long piece right here would be what's on the nape of your neck. And you have two tails, one here, well, three tails. One tail here, one tail here, and then you have the point at the bottom. These two on the ends that my hands are on are gonna be what I wrap across my edges to basically keep the scarf in place. And then I bring them back around to the back and tie them so that it doesn't come off. Once that's done, you're left with the bottom tail. And what I like to do with the bottom tail is I pull it over my head and then I scrunch all of the loose curls inside of it and tuck them away. This is helpful in making sure that I protect my ends, because sleeping on hair that is not tied up on cotton pillowcases can give bad friction. Our hair rubbing up against the cotton pillowcases can lead to breakage, split ends, or even matting in some instances, and I don't want that. If you don't have a big scarf like what I have, you can use a regular silk scarf that they have at the beauty supply store and just take a bonnet and sit over the loose curls. If you have shorter hair, you can opt for multiple pineapples, and what that means is you just take some of these little hair ties, and you would take a chunk of hair. So I'm just going to do an example, but what I'm going to do to this section is basically what you would do to different chunks all around your head. After my big chop, when I was trying to grow my hair out, I couldn't even fit it into a pineapple or a low ponytail back here, so this is how I slept on my hair. You would just take a few of these, take a chunk of hair and just put the hair tie on it. Because this is a smaller chunk, it can wrap around 3 times. We'll just put this all around your hair. So you would take another chunk like right here, then take another chunk like right here, all around your head. If you have shorter hair and you're trying to stretch your hair with this same chunk, you would just need a few more of these and you would put them down the length of your hair. I already have one. I'm going to take another one, hold the hair taut. Oh, let's pull that away. And I'm just gonna stick this band like right here in the middle. And if you can stretch them down the length, that's great. That's also good. So I'm just gonna stretch it down so you'll know what I'm talking about. So the band starts here, comes down, boom, elongation. You don't want to put the band on your ends because if all else fails on your head, you want your ends to be curly. Even the most frizziest fro can look great if the ends are curly. So that method that I just showed you is called the banding method, and it is a good way to stretch your hair if you have shorter natural hair and you first day wash and go is really shrunken and you just want to make sure that it's as big or as voluminous as it can get for the next day. The banding method is something that I highly recommend. If you are in the in-between stage and you know your hair can be stretched from just that one band, but because you're in that in-between stage, all of your strands may not fit into a top pineapple, that's when I would recommend the multiple pineapples. That's when you just use one band, put it on a chunk, take another one, put it on another chunk. Make sure that you cover it with a satin bonnet, making sure that it's one that doesn't have the elastic across the edges because the elastic on the edges can pull your edges out. So I have the one that is just threaded. It's just threaded. I'm not too sure if this one is damaging as well. I feel a lot better about it because there isn't white elastic strips around that can snag my hair. If you have dry hair like me and in the morning you need to refresh your curls or just give them a little bit more moisture, what I do is I just took my trusty spray bottle. Inside of here there's water, there's a little bit of Tresemme Botanique conditioner, there's olive oil, there is coconut oil, and I will just shake it up. I hold the spray bottle like a little bit above my head so that when I spray it, the water isn't going directly on my hair and drenching it. Instead, it's going to go in the air and then fall on my hair, misting it basically. That'll help moisturize your hair without ruining your curls. Once I mist it, I do take an oil of choice to seal it in. My favorites would be coconut oil, of course. Unfortunately, I've ran out, so I can't really show you the brand. Avocado oil or sweet almond oil. Olive oil is also really good. I personally do not like the smell of olive oil. That's why I opt to mix it with a lot of different oils. Put the oil on my hands, rub them together. You're gonna scrunch the oil in. When I'm not using my water spray bottle, I am using True by Made Beautiful's Quench Curl Refresher. Water listed as the first ingredient, and then glycerin. And glycerin is really good for pulling moisture into your hair. I'm just going to do a quick demonstration for you so that you can see what it looks like when I have to refresh my hair. I do to keep my wash and go lasting me all week. If you don't have this True by Made Beautiful Curl Quench Refresher, definitely go check it out at Sally's. The smell is amazing. The entire line smells amazing, and using them all together really gives me the best moisture benefits, best definition, best shine. But if you don't want to check this out, or you've already tried it and it doesn't work for you, putting together your own handy dandy trusty mixture works just as great. And I hope that this video was really helpful to you. Make sure that you share the channel with your girlfriends. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you check out my other videos. There's a video up on how I even got this look. If you haven't watched it yet, what are you doing? What are you doing? But see you guys next time. Bye.